Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement of the class of 2018. We respectfully ask that you stand for the presentation of the colors as presented by representatives of our U.S. military branches, Staff Sergeant Gentile, Army National Guard, Petty Officer Ewing, Navy, Staff Sergeant Haddix, Air Force, Petty Officer Walker, the Coast Guard, Staff Sergeant Brown, Marines, and representing our District 201 Color Guard are Corey Allen, Matthew Blizzard, Haley Martin, and Dawn Dallas Rogers. seated. I would like to introduce Dr. Jeff Dozier, Superintendent of District 201, for introductions.
Good evening. I also would like to welcome all of you to the commencement ceremonies here at Belleville West for the class of 2018. I'm very proud to be the superintendent here at District 201. Graduates, let me say this. I know how much work that you've put in to get this far, so I want to be the first to congratulate you as a group. To all of the parents, grandparents, and other family members that are here with us tonight, or maybe you're watching on live stream, I also congratulate you. We know what a powerful role parents and family members play and how you have been and will continue to be influential in your students' life. So I also congratulate you. Students, let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to urge each of the students to take time tonight to thank those parents, family members, and don't do it by text or social media. Put those phones away for a little bit and just talk to them. Parents, you like that idea? Now it's my pleasure to introduce members of our Board of Education who are here with us tonight. Our President, Kurt Schrader. Our Vice President, Carol Eckert. Brian Barton, Mike Eiskant, and Mark Sauerwein. Our central office staff with us tonight is Dr. Brian Menzer, Andrea Gannon, Malcolm Hill, Josh Lane, and Melissa Taylor. Enjoy our commencement ceremony, and thank you very much.
Tonight we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2018. Students, we thank you for your commitment to your education. Over the past 4 years, you have grown as students and as people. We wish you great success and joy. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kelly Kulig, Student Council President, who will give the senior proclamation.
I'm a little emotional, so I apologize. Welcome, everyone, to the class of 2018 commencement. My name is Kelly Kulig, and it's my privilege to be speaking on behalf of my class as the student body president. Every one of you worked immensely hard to be here tonight. With the support of your friends and your family who love you, you made it through 720 days of high school. That's over 5,000 hours of our lives that we spent at West, not including outside homework, extracurricular activities, or early morning meetings. In our final hours as Maroons, the amount of time that we spent here doesn't really matter. What matters is what we, as individuals and as a class, accomplished in that time. Every one of us has changed since entering West. We transitioned from awkward freshmen to slightly less awkward seniors. We passed 4 years of growth, we passed 4 years worth of English classes, reading almost 5 million pages in that time. I can also say with confidence that if you are sitting here tonight, you managed to pass the state-mandated Constitution test. Yeah, that alone deserves some serious recognition. Thank you. We learned how to navigate the buildings and hallways of school so that we made it to class on time, usually. We learned how to mix and match 5 different colors into 4 years worth of outfits. At the same time, we developed our public speaking skills, our note-taking, our time management, and our scientific reasoning. We also discovered our true talents, whether that be in art, music, writing, performance, service, or athletics. West offered all of us a welcoming place to find our niche and express ourselves. We also found success outside of the classroom. Our senior class was the first to see a state basketball championship for West. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. That victory ties us together as we supported our team on the way to the final game. On a slightly more disappointing note, we managed to make it out of West without ever winning homecoming. Well, this really isn't a success, I know. It is something that we achieved, but nonetheless, all of us are now very adept at yelling school chants and screaming at the top of our lungs on command, which I am absolutely sure will be useful in our adult lives. But really, school taught us more than just practical skills. We learned who our true friends are and how to trust others. We learned the meaning of feeling bone tired, especially during finals week. Each and every one of us has grown and matured through these last 4 years. And now, they're letting us run free. Our class, with the unique distinction of being born in 2 different centuries, is finally graduating, moving on to the next step in our lives. After 4 years, we've learned so much about ourselves. We've laughed with each other, cried with each other, and loved one another so much that I don't believe there's anything that could hold us back. No matter what these last 4 years brought you, know that you are prepared, you are capable, and you will achieve whatever you set out to do. I have no doubt. Thank you, class of 2018.
Tonight, we honor and recognize the retiring staff of Belleville West in District 201. These individuals have given tirelessly to the Belleville West and District 201 family. Their expertise and commitment to Belleville West and the community has been greatly appreciated. I would like to recognize our retirees. Individualized ed teacher, Alan Alberter. Administrative assistant, Debbie Alisaski. Mathematics teacher, Jeff Boyles. Speech language pathologist, Beth Conroy. Individualized ed teacher, Carol Francis Jorns. Administrative assistant, Marty Haas. Custodian, Dave Hippard. Teacher assistant, Barb Hauk. Individualized ed teacher, Bill Hauk. Teacher assistant, Ken Jones. Individualized ed teacher, Jamie Luttrell. Teacher assistant, Dawn Schobert. Physical education teacher, Jane Sperry. And custodian, Mark Wunderlich. Thank you for your tireless effort on behalf of our district and the students of Belleville West. We also like to thank all the faculty who are volunteering this evening in order to make this a great event. In an effort to recognize the highest academic achievement of students of Belleville West, we developed a program to honor the top 1%, top 2 to 5%, and the top 6 to 10%. These students are identified by wearing different colored stoles. Also, students are wearing different colored cords for National Honor Society, Student Council, Running Start, Lifesavers, Harambe, and various medals they've earned during their high school career. The students designated in the top 1%, summa cum laude, will deliver the class farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2018, please welcome the representatives from summa cum laude, Kylie Burke, Grant Engel, Sarah Fries, Grace Higgerson, Kelly Kulig, Corey Paget, Andrew Romano, Georgie Warren, and Audrey Young.
would like to begin by congratulating the class of 2018, as together we embark upon the next chapter of our lives. We are all honored to stand before you and present the commencement speech for the class. Okay, should I start over? Should I restart? Okay. I would like to begin by congratulating the class of 2018, as together we embark upon the next chapter of our lives. We are all honored to stand before you and present the commencement speech for the class of 2018. Tonight we will share a few passages that embody the new life passages that we will encounter in our futures. We have completed the journey of high school, and now we all have our own unique paths ahead of us. Through our selections, we hope to display the different pathways we are about to explore and travel down. The first piece we have is an excerpt from a poem titled Your Mission by Ellen M. H. Gates, presented by Kylie Burke.
If you cannot in the harvest gather up the richest sheaves, many a grain both ripe and golden off the careless reaper leaves, go and glean among the briars growing rank against the wall, for it may be that their shadow hides the heaviest grain of all. Do not then stand idly waiting for some greater work to do. Fortune is a lazy goddess, she will never come to you. Go and toil in any vineyard, do not fear to do or dare. If you want a field of labor, you can find it anywhere. Gates leaves us with the notion that nothing comes with ease. The most rewarding experiences follow the hardest work. We all have worked tirelessly for our great accomplishments thus far, but it does not end here. Our experiences up to this point have prepared us for whatever journey we choose to embark on next. Defeat is the only thing that is guaranteed, but despite our failures, we will continue to work hard so we may find our own fields of labor and discover vast fortunes amidst the shadows. Andrew Romano and Audrey Young will now read from Rudyard Kipling's If.
Kipling addresses what makes a perfect man or woman in his poem. Even though he wrote this piece circa 1895, Kipling's advice and virtues can apply to each and every one of us gathered here today. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be humble, my friends. None of these virtues Kipling describes are loud or extravagant. None require a cape, stardom, or wealth, but all embody humility, morality, and sincerity. Graduates, all of you possess something great. We have a mission, and today is ours. So remember, don't ever lose sight of your potential, your strength, and your promise. Now, class of 2018, let's go.
And now, we'd also like to offer some advice from people much more qualified than us to give it. In the words of motivational speaker Mark Hansen, don't wait until everything is just right. It will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and less than perfect conditions. So what? Get started now. With each step you take, you will grow stronger and stronger, more and more skilled, more and more self-confident, and more successful. While none of us are fully prepared to start high school, none of us were fully prepared to start high school, we didn't have a choice. And now, once again, we are on the precipice of taking another step in the journey of life. As Hansen said, you will never be fully ready for anything, but each step along your path prepares you for the next. As you leave this room, acknowledge your fears, your doubts, and then, despite them, step.
Just as Mark Hansen tells us to take another step, Franklin D. Roosevelt tells us that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Do not be afraid of the next step. Whether from a coach in a pep talk before the big game, or a caring teacher before a final exam, or a best friend before a performance, we have all heard this quote in one way or another. Just as those coaches, teachers, and friends have challenged us in the past, let the challenge remain. Let us not shy away from new opportunities, exciting journeys, and of course, the new passages that lay ahead of us in life. Life is short. Don't be afraid of the new adventures. Instead, make them count.
And as we embark on these new adventures, I offer the words of poet C.P. Cavafy. Keep Ithaca always in your mind. Arriving there is what you're destined for, but don't hurry the journey at all. Better if it lasts for years, so you're old by the time you reach the island, wealthy with all you've gained along the way, not expecting Ithaca to make you rich. In Greek mythology, King Odysseus spent 10 years traveling through the most magical and monstrous of places, trying to reach his way home to the island of Ithaca. Every graduate today has a destination we seek akin to this, be it an educational, career-centered, or personal goal. Remember, as you go off on your life's next great passage, in search of them, to enjoy the journey. Homer's epic poem was called the Odyssey, not the Ithaca, for a reason.
What a ride these past 4 years have been. It's crazy to think that our time together has come to an end. But as one Ithaca is reached, a new Odyssey begins, and I know that we will all work long and hard to reach our next destination. Mark Twain once said, "Life is short. Break the rules. Forgive quickly. Love slowly. Kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably. And never regret anything that makes you smile." So on our next Odyssey, I invite everyone to step back, take a breath, and revel in all that life gives you. To close, Grace Higgerson will leave us with 2 additional passages, reminding us that our futures are indeed bright, that our goals will be met, that our dreams will be fulfilled, and that the stars will be reached.
In the wise words of Roald Dahl and Ayn Rand, if you are interested in something, no matter what it is, go at it full speed ahead. Embrace it with both arms. Hug it. Love it. And above all, become passionate about it. Lukewarm is no good. Hot is no good either. White hot and passionate is the only thing to be. Do not let your fire go out, sparked by irreplaceable spark in the hopeless swamps of the not quite, the not yet, and the not at all. Do not let the hero in your soul perish in lonely frustration for the life you deserve and have never been able to reach. The world you desire can be won. It exists, it is real, it is possible, it is yours. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Tonight is your night, graduates. We celebrate you, the class of 2018. All of us gathered here in the gymnasium, in the Performing Arts Center, and online are collectively applauding your accomplishments, feeling proud of you, and wishing you happiness and success. 35 years ago, as a member of the Belleville West class of '83, I wore a cap and gown and was waiting at the old Belleville West for commencement to begin. Parents, I know that many of you can relate. Seniors, I have addressed you numerous times over the past 4 years, and today I proudly address you as the graduating class of 2018. For the students gathered before me, the beginning of the 2017-2018 school year was destined to be as special as they entered campus as seniors. One final year, to you a long time, to your parents or guardians a blink of an eye. Just a few days into the school year, on August 21st, we witnessed one of nature's most awe-inspiring sights, the total solar eclipse. The last time the contiguous U.S. saw a total eclipse was in 1979. I was 14. For the first time since 1442, 515 years ago, many of the Metro East residents would be able to experience the phenomenon of totality. In Belleville, this event began at 11:50 a.m. and peaked at 1:18 and was completed at 2:44. In a matter of 2 hours and 54 minutes, all of the months of anticipation and solar eclipse hype was over. But the incredible journey from start to finish was remarkable and sprinkled with visual gems that will be remembered for a lifetime. Graduates, your time spent here at Belleville West is synonymous to the solar eclipse, as it was a remarkable journey, one that you'll remember for a lifetime. As your parents wondered just how high school graduation day has arrived so quickly, the phases of the solar eclipse may help to explain this phenomenon also. Just as the eclipse kicks off with what was called first contact, when the moon starts to pass across the sun, your parents recall the first contact with you, when they were over the moon with the thrill of becoming a parent, a family, and they saw stars in your eyes, and the possibilities were as endless as the universe. Graduates, you may recall your first contact with new friends, new experiences, and new teachers, building bonds over your time here at Belleville West, coming in your own, revealing many new facets of yourself. As the moon continued to cover up the sun, revealing first a crescent sun, and then after about an hour, almost completely blocking out the sun, nearing the point of totality, nighttime seemed to take over where daylight was just moments before. Our senses seemed to be confused by this phenomenon of nature and seemed anything but natural. For some in this gymnasium, you had moments during your high school journey that caused you to traverse a moment of darkness, to discover ways to once again see the light. And through it all, you grew as a person. Just as the light started to radiate out of the sliver of distance between the sun and the moon, a time known as the diamond ring, may you always see the gems that are hidden just beyond the darkness. Radiate with light of the clearest diamond. Show others what a gem you are to this world. The class of 2018 had many moments this year that were just as unique, awe-inspiring, and momentous as the solar eclipse. Members of Maroon Magic and our band and chorus performed with the United States Air Force Concert Band and singing Sergeant. The boys' basketball team brought home the state championship with Miles Wadlington singing the Star-Spangled Banner. And many accolades earned by so many students in drama, debate, band, numerous clubs, and athletics. These students that sit before me today certainly know how to use their talents to be the brightest and the best. During the eclipse, totality lasted for a maximum of 2 minutes and 43 seconds, and yet is a moment of time that is truly unforgettable. Parents, I'm sure you feel that your child's high school career seemed to have passed just about as quickly. Graduates, remember that great moments don't take a lifetime to create. Use each minute wisely. Let your light shine in whatever avenue you choose to follow, be it a career, college, or military service. In the words of Beth Conroy, who is retiring this year, just like the solar eclipse, don't forget to be awesome. I now certify the class of 2018 to the Board of Education and Superintendent Dozier as having met the requirements of the state of Illinois, the Board of Education of District 201, and the faculty of Belleville West. I now ask the President of the Board of Education of District 201, Mr. Kurt Schrader, come forward to present the diplomas to the class of 2018.
On behalf of the Board of Education, it's my pleasure to accept the class of 2018, and the board extends to all of the graduates all of our best for you to have a bright and happy life. Congratulations. Mr. Mertens, will you please read the roll?
Kelly Kulig, Student Body President. Sarah Hayden, Class President. Justin Coderhant, Class Vice President. Kaylee Hanger, Class Secretary. Elena Bisher, Renaissance Eagle Award winner. Along with Kelly Kulig, the next 8 students to receive their diploma have the designation of graduating summa cum laude. On our weighted grading scale, that rewards students for taking the most difficult of courses the school offers. They rank in the top 1% of the class of 2018. In addition, those qualifying for Renaissance distinction and for maintaining high honors for 4 years are wearing maroon and white cords. Kylie Burke. Grant Engel. Sarah Fries. Grace Higgerson. Corey Paget. Andrew Romano. Georgie Warren. Audrey Young, Class Treasurer. Along with Sarah Hayden and Elena Bisher, the next 15 students to receive their diplomas have the designation of magna cum laude. They rank in the top 5% in the class of 2018. Kayla Bell. Kayla Breakers. Emma Badkey. Megan Zays. Cassidy Farrar. Addison Hanusak. Abigail Scott. Jacob McCloskey. Andrew Moss. Gavin McCoy. Reese Eimer. Connor Odom. Michaela Kuhlman. Pooja Patel. Taylor Mathenia. Along with Justin Coderhant, the next 24 students have earned the distinction of graduating cum laude. They rank in the top 10% of the class of 2018. Kearney Burks. Bailey Redden. Haley Fisher. Matthew Schmidt. Hannah Konchak. James Bagby. Sophie Rock. Adam Eastwood. Allison Winkleman. Travis Allen. Abigail Hobbs. Robert Stock. Grace Odom. Rainey Shadler. Lana Downard. Melanie Kulig. Anna Guardoni. Kevin Schrum. Skylar Kaler. Sarah Bussing. Andrew Winkleman. Tyler Adams. Emily Smith. And Jernisha Walls. Islam Ibrahim. Jeremy Agee. Ryan Agni. Gage Geary. Cameron Allen. Jamila Allen. Ivory Anderson. Spencer Angleton. Justin Areza. Jacob Abishan. Kayla Austin. Elizabeth I. Angel Beachy. Jackson Barger. Jalen Barkley. Connor Barton. Nicole Bartz. Garrett Bass. Caleb Bassett. Michaela Balza. Jared Beeman. Joshua Bedard. Ibrahim Ahmed Bedwan. Morgan Bell. Rajay Bennett. Jonathan Baruti. Douglas Bessie. Tyler Betts. Drake Berkner. Lindsay Bischoff. Faye Blakely. Matthew Blissenbach. Allison Bogan. Amila Bonds. Faith Boyd. Sharon Boyd. Taylor Boyd. Herman Braggs III. Diamond Broadnax. Jemiza Brock. Tony Brooks. Alexis Brown. Deshaun Brown. Xavier Brown. Jack Brudig. Cody Buck. Kirsten Bunyan. Brandon Burks. Paige Burris. Jacob Burton. Samaria Bush. Eden Buss. Desiree Bird. Travion Bird. Cassidy Caliper. Brendan Call. Tamira Callahan. Quanisha Carol Quarles. Yolanda Cartagena. Lamondre Carter. Nizarian Kaysen. Stephen Caswell. Antoine Celestine. Daryl Chapman III. Maria Chapman Bartley. Jessica Charles. Sanchez Cisneros. Kaylee Clayton. Jenna Coyle. Olivia Collins. Braden Connors. Cammie Cook. Wade Cook. Amy Corrales. Shirley Crawford. Dylan Crossan. Courtney Cruz. Adam Cruz. Stephen Cruz. Amber Curtis. Avi Cusimano Stevens. Luke Davidson. Jacob Davis. Kristan Davis. Jay Davis. Rejanae Davis. Tiana Davis. Sir Lothario DeBow. Michael DeJournay. Peyton Denzer. Raymond DeWalt. Ania Dickens. Adriana Dietz. Abby Dintelman. Lindsay Dare. Emily Donahue. Elia Douglas. Mason Dubbs. Jada Dunn. Aaron Eckford. Natalie Eckrich. Justin Edwards. Merrick Ellis. Deshaun Emerson. Braden Espinoza. Emily Fiesel. Mary Farrell. Bryce Fisher. Jaslyn Fisher. Logan Fisher. Hannah Flanagan. Kelsey Fleming. Krishay Flowers. Jordan Folkerts. Veronica Foote. Kristen Ford. Joshua Forey. Delaney Foster. Jackson Forney. Michaela Foxworth. Alyssa Frakes. Jordan Frost. Skyla Gage. China Galloway. Zachary Gamblin. Kaylin Gibbs. Tyler Gibson. Lance Glazer. Kyla Goliner. Taj Good. Dariana Goodwin. Jonathan Goodwin. Darion Green. Christian Green. Blake Gross. Hunter Groupie. Isabel Guardian. Heather Gunlock. Andrew Haig. Caitlin Haggerty. Emily Hager. Kimberly Hegwood. Candace Hammond. Paige Hampton. Paul Honkemer. Alea Hardaway. Alandis Harris. Gabriel Harris. Marcus Harris. Haley Harrison. Ian Haas. Siti Hassan. Annabelle Heddle. Felix Heitman. Elijah Helm. Kamaya Henry. Tanner Henry. Stephen Hernandez. Madison Hill. Niall Hill. Cole Michael Hilpert. Jacob Hoffman. Constance Holloman. LaKayla Holloman. Taylor Holloway. Donisha Homan. Gabriella Holmes. Emily Horn. Crystal Holliet. Taisha Hubert. Brittany Huddleston. Nikema Hughes. Megan Hunley. William Hunter. Jordan Hyatt. Carl Jackson. DeAndre Jackson. Nyaje Jackson. Kelsey Jollivet. Easton Jerriman. Aaron Jefferson. Kevin Jefferson. Tatiana Jennings. Evan Johnson. Aikisha Johnson. Jack Johnson. Larry Johnson Jr. Alicia Johnson. Rayshawn Johnson. Tehran Johnson. Hannah Jones. Jada Jones. Jamila Jones. Kane Jones. And Zariah Jones.
Can you add this one to the very end?
Is that Dijonay?
Yes, yes. Okay? Water if you need it. I opened it for you.
Thank you. I think we're going down there. Okay, here we go. William Young. Demetrius Carathanos. Korean Kaffold. Dylan Kelly. Jamisha Kirby. Joshua Kirsting. Jacob Kettler. Zachary Kaiser. Joseph Kinder. Eric King. Kenyatta King. Tristan Knapp. Kari Kalor. Jacqueline Conrad. Nicole Laughlin. Zachary Lang. Lauren Lamar. Isabel Lamonte. Caitlin Langley. Starla Largent. Carl Lehman. Emily Lease. Ariana LaFleur. Jacob Lennons. Hope Lesniak. Jalen Lewis. Ryan Lewis. Helen Libby. Damon Little. Jayla Little. Justin Little. Isaiah Love. Michaela Lovelace. Lovelace, I apologize. Nathaniel Luking. William Luking. Trevor Lugie. John Lunk. McKaylin Luster. John Lynch. Kyle McCovey. Nada Mahmood. Briley Mazel. Mackenzie Marchand. Charlotte Maston. Cade Matthews. Willie Matthews Jr. Cameron Mattox. Brandon Maurer. DeMarcus McDougall. Garrett McEvely. Abria McGee. Dorothy McGlynn. Latrice McIntosh. Tyler McIntyre. Alcee McLaughlin. Lysandria McMillan. Garrett McNally. Kimberly McWhorter. Ariana Medina. Delilah McGahee. Amanda Myrink. Seamus Manili. Brianna Miller. Carissa Million. Blake Moore. Garrett Moore. Kendra Moore. Beyonce Morales. Mariah Moran. Joseph Morris. Inga Morton. Jalen Mosby. LaSasha Mosby. Camden Meath. Aiden Munlock. Ashley Munoz. Krista Nerez. Corey Neal. Catherine Neal. Friday Nelson. Nicholas Nelson. Marshawn Nixon. Isaac Norris. Vincent Norris. Aaron O'Brien. Capria Olson. Caitlin Osborne. Alejandro Ezguera. Makai Ott. Timothy Overman Jr. Jamie Owens. Michael Papakrasanthow. Devin Parks. Priya Patel. Herbert Patterson. Brandon Perry. Christiana Pickett. Joshua Pickus. Brandon Piper. Devontae Plarison. Kristen Powell. January Probst. Josie Prophet. Sybil Pruitt. Tamarcus Quilling. Gage Racine. Jamila Radford. Harrison Randall. James Reed. Tyler Reed. Jalen Reeves. Haley Rhine. Nigel Rice. Abigail Richardson. Amari Ridley. Janelle Riggins. Kyrielle Riley. Abigail Rourke. Lucas Robin. Terrence Robinson. Nigel Romeus. Joshua Rosebud. Armonte Russell. Sarah Sanchez. Armad Sanders. Rishiana Sanders. Chad Saws. Agna Savitskaita. Jordan Schlesinger. Owen Schmidt. Emily Schnarr. Austin Schobert. Adrian Scott. Spencer Scott. Alex Shaka. Caleb Schrum. Jordan Sims. Mackenzie Slack. Tamira Smalley. Alex Smith. Danny Smith Jr. Kaylee Smith. Malachi Smith. Michaela Smith. Raven Smith. Richard Smith Jr. Taylor Smith. Christina Snipes. Savannah Subcheck. Dakota Songer. Tierney Spearman. Alyssa Spears. Maya Spivey. Bethany Stalder. Henri Stevens. Quenisha Stepney. Elizabeth Sterling. Trinity Stern. Amila Stevenson. Malik Stevenson. Alyssa Stirrup. Antoine Stith. Stephanie Stock. Maxwell Stone. Brendan Sully. Dylan Sunquist. Leanne Sweeney. Michaela Sykes. Madana Takadanova. Kyle Tate. Andrew Tavares. Jacob Taylor. Mackenzie Tutrain. Nicholas Thomas. Tyler Thomas. Tyrese Thomas. Destiny Thornton. Trayvon Trammell. Austin Valerius. Andrea Vessel. Michael Vincent. Dylan Valand. Miles Wadlington. Brittany Walker. Reese Walker. Rodnisha Walker. Brittany Wallace. Brianna Wallace. Justin Ward. Amaze Warren. James Watkins. Samuel Watson. Taylor Webb. Ransom Widener. Nicholas Westerhide. Courtney White. Cheyenne Whitfield. Desiree Whitfield. Elena Weichert. James Wiggers. Justin Wilborn. Katrina Wilkes. Aselina Williams. Blake Williams. Chastity Williams. Curtis Williams. Divine Williams. Erica Williams. Jalen Williams. Marquetta Williams. Naya Williams. Rainisha Wilmington. Donald Wilson. Kylie Wilson. Latarion Wilson. Jermaine Wyndham. James Whithouse. Christopher Wojcik. James Wolsfeld. Joshua Wood. Zion Woody. Tajai Wright. Cleosha Wyatt. William Wyckoff. Kaylin Wiley. Philip Wynn. Tiana Young. Mallory Zasdell. Bailey Cruz. Genesis Ball. Ashayla Boatman. Anna Marie Gertie. Armad Wilson. Rashay Rush. Araya Paraham. And Dejanay Garner. Will the class of 2018 please rise? You may now move your tassel as a sign of your graduation. You may be seated. I ask the audience to remain seated for the senior farewell and recessional. Please welcome Ms. Sarah Hayden, class president, as she gives the senior farewell.
All right, well, we finally made it. After 4 years, this could very well be the last time we're all sitting in one room with each other. I know high school has affected each and every one of us in our own ways, whether that was discovering friends you never want to forget, learning what you want to possibly do for the rest of your life, or even meeting someone with whom you wouldn't mind spending forever with. High school held numerous amounts of opportunities for everyone to show who they could be and learn something new about themselves. But as of tonight, high school is over. Now that we have graduated, we are considered adults. How scary is that? Even though I've been waiting for this day, I still liked being considered a kid. But now, reality has set in. We will have to pay our own bills soon if you don't already. But now, we can go to the restroom without raising our hands. We all know how different life will be after this. Remember how different high school was at the beginning? We all came from significantly smaller schools to one school of over 2,000 students. I know that was a crazy change for most of us. I can only assume that's how life will be after this. It might be harder, but it might be better too. The one thing I know for sure is that we couldn't have made it this far without the helps from our friends, families, teachers, principals, and everyone else who is sitting here in this audience today to support us. Today is our day, and we couldn't have done it without the unconditional love spread throughout our families, our cities, and our schools. Don't forget to be selfless sometimes and thank those around you. Here, I'll start. Thank you, Belleville West Class of 2018, for helping me achieve something greater these past 4 years. Don't forget to be respectful, responsible, and kind. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated for the processional of the Belleville West Class of 2018, and thank you for joining us this evening.